Okay, quick update for you. You can now send post-expiration follow-ups for estimates. So essentially, we'll just go into our quotes and estimates page real quick. And basically, when you have an estimate that expires, so if I go to deleted and expired, there's some that are deleted, but then there's some that are expired. Wouldn't it be nice if you could automatically follow up with those clients? So there are reminders, of course, before an estimate expires, letting them know, hey, your estimate's expiring in 2 days or something like that. You can change the date that you want that set to. But now you can also follow up after an estimate expires, because some people don't decline an estimate, they just don't reply to an estimate. They just basically do nothing, let it expire. So this way you can have a follow-up go out as a last-ditch effort to try and convert that sale and close the deal. And I'll show you how you can set that up. So we're going to head to Admin. We're going to go to Settings and Options. And of course, you can always use the search bar and you can search for it. Typing something like estimate is going to pull things up for relating to estimates, of course. But we're going to do this the old-fashioned way, which is jump to, and then we're going to go to Estimates and Quotes from the list. And it's going to scroll us down to the section that we want. And so here's where you can set all your estimate settings, like, your estimate reminder, your default expiration for estimates. But then these settings here, post-expiry follow-up and post-expiry estimate follow-up templates, those are the sections you want to focus on here. So for example, post-expiry follow-up, maybe we want to send it 1 day after it expires, or you can set this to, several number of days if you want. To follow up with the customers. So let's say, we're going to follow up after 2 weeks. So boom, 14 days. And then basically the system will check to see any estimates that have expired 2 weeks ago, and it'll send your post-expiry follow-up. Now, to set the message that you want to send, that's where you have this section here, and it says this message is sent to customers after an estimate expires based on your post-expiry follow-up days set above. So after 14 days of an estimate expiring, it's going to send these messages depending on what we have saved on the customer profile, if you have their email, their phone number, or you have both. So I'll pull up the email first, and this is where you can put your subject line. So it's going to default to following up on your estimate at, and then it'll put in your business name. But you can put any subject you would like here. So last chance offer, maybe we'll do something like that, right? And then you also have the email content. Now in here, this is where you can put, it defaults to nothing. I've just put this in as a test, but you can write out your own message, and there are some variables that you can use. The variables are shown below. These variables work in both the subject as well as the email body content. And so you have things like hello contact, that'll replace it with the contact's name. You can also put the proposal title. So if I click that, it's now copied it to my clipboard, and I can paste that there. So proposal title, and you also have the proposal link. So maybe you want them to be able to view the link, even though it'll say expired on it. It's nice to be able to send that out to a customer so they can review. They might have forgotten after 2 weeks, being like, geez, what was that estimate for? This way they can click on the link and see, oh yeah, it was for that, and then hopefully go ahead. So that's basically how that works for the email one. I'm going to close this, and I will pull up the SMS next. So here's the post-expiry follow-up SMS text, and this is going to work in a similar fashion where you have the text written out here, and then you have variables available to you depending on how you want the template laid out. So really great feature. It's super important to follow up on estimates both before and also after. But we're all busy. We all run shops, and we're dealing with new customers, new leads coming in all the time. So it's really helpful to have the the AI take over some of that heavy lifting for you and reach out to your customers for you with the messages that you've created. So this is, once again, post-expiry estimate follow-up templates, and you can set your own custom expiry follow-up in number of days after expiration of the estimate. And that's all done automatically for you once you set it up. It's a set it and forget it, and just close those deals.